ruling from a Sarpy County judge on if Ryan Larsen will be pronounced legally dead. He's been missing almost 2 years.
Our Marlo Lundak was in court today and joins us now live in the studio with more. Marlo, good afternoon.
John, Lauren, today's hearing lasted all of 35 minutes, and the judge heard from Ryan Larsen's mother, Tammy, who filed the petition last month requesting to pronounce her son dead. Tammy was questioned heavily about Ryan's numerous disabilities, and she stated several times that he isn't capable of taking care of himself. She says Ryan can't complete tasks like tying his shoes or making himself lunch. Attorneys for the family also focused on how law enforcement searched Walnut Creek, and Ryan's mother testified that he cannot swim. The judge was asked to consider presuming the boy dead because of these factors, which they say put the now 13-year-old boy in, quote, enhanced danger. Following the hearing, attorneys told us why they aren't waiting 5 years, which is when Nebraska law officially calls a missing person dead.
We're doing it now because we think it's necessary. In order for the Larsen family to pursue their legal rights against the school district, for the negligence of the school district, we think it's a necessary step to go through this proceeding.
Is there a statute of limitations for when they can or can't make that claim against the school?
We think so, and we think it's approaching, and that's why we're doing this now.
Now, attorneys spoke for the Larsen family today. They told me they will always have some hope that Ryan will be found, but that this step needs to be taken to hold responsible parties accountable. Now, La Vista's police chief Bob Lawson was originally subpoenaed to testify today in court. He was fighting that subpoena, saying the details of Ryan's disappearance investigation needed to remain confidential. Just before today's hearing, attorneys for the Larsen family withdrew that subpoena, saying they had everything they need to make their case. John, Lauren.